No, okay, so good afternoon, everybody. Today lecture a little bit late. Means 2 hours late. Sorry about that, because memorial service I have to go. Yeah, so sometime a little bit late. Sorry about that. So before starting the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddha. Say Namo Tassa in 3 times, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay, so today's February 11, 2018. Today's lecture is about the consciousness, part 5. Part 4. Sorry, part 4. Okay, so last week we talking about the process of mind. Very simple process of mind we already studied, but actually more complicated. After 7 thought moment, many pure mind moment, mind-door, many time, many mind-door process. Yeah, we cannot count how many, but many, sometimes million, billion. So we continue today talking about this one. We need to study to understand the nature of our mind. So the process, the mental process, a very complicated way in our mind. Sometimes very simple, but sometimes very complicated. Different door, different nature process of mind happen. So today, if you put the mindfulness in the process of mind, you can change the nature of mind. Yeah, it's very important. So my teaching is focused on that part, how we put the mindfulness in the process of mind. Yeah, and how mindfulness working with the other manifestors to change the reaction, our reaction. Yeah. So today the process occurs so fast, so quickly that the mindfulness has to be alert. So because mindfulness also the group of manifestors, mindfulness also kind of the mental. So the frequency is same. You need to understand. The frequency is same. Mind and manifestors, the frequency is same. So if you apply the mindfulness, you can catch your reaction in time. Yeah, because of the same frequency, mind and manifestors have the same frequency. So if you practice mindfulness meditation, so mindfulness has to be alert and then break to recognize. At least the very important time is a determining thought moment, isn't it? We already discussed last week the process, 7 different thought moments. So determining thought moment make the determination, make the decision how you will go. Unwholesome way or wholesome way. Which way we will react with the which way. It depends on the determining thought movement. So we say in the Pali, we say votthapana. Yeah, votthapana. Votthapana, the name of the mind is not votthapana. The name of the mind is mind-door-adverting consciousness, mind-door-adverting. Avajana, yeah, avajana. Abiding, the avajana meaning abiding, to turn toward the object, turn toward the what kind of object mind will go. Because of mind walking together with the object. Without object, nothing mind. Mind never arises without object. So individual kind of mind has individual object. Yeah. Without object, no mind. Like this. Yeah. So the mind-door-adverting consciousness, we call that name because that consciousness mostly arises in the mind, mostly, but sometimes it's working in the five sense door. Five door. Five sense door means eye door, ear door, nose door, tongue door, body door. So at that time, the function, its function is different. In mind door, abiding the our jhana function, abiding function, toward mind and other manifesta, toward the corresponding object. Yeah, toward means making the path to go there, to go that object. All mind and manifesta groups at the moment. So the make a direction toward go something. Yeah. The five sense door in ear door, nose door, etc. So that mind function is different. Different is make a decision. Make a decision. So that's why we say votthapana, determining consciousness in five sense door, not mind door. In mind door, there is no decision. Mind door is very powerful than the other five sense door.
So it first comes to the mind door and then goes to the five sense? It first happens in the mind door?
No, first in the five sense door. Yeah, five sense.
Because it comes to
only,
the five sense.
And then into the chain, into the transfer into the mind door. In mind door, maybe it's depend on the condition. Maybe many times, many process again and again. Maybe we don't know how many. It's depend on your power of mindfulness. If you put the power of mindfulness at the moment, the mind or thought process stop. But if you cannot put the mindfulness, power of mindfulness, the thought process many times, again and again, again and again, and then the more and more increased, yeah, trauma or proliferation, and complication, yeah. So that kind of mind can govern the javana, dynamic consciousness. Dynamic consciousness is very important because every action when we perform every action with the dynamic consciousness, javana, citta. Every movement, whatever we talk, whatever we think, yeah, in different door, that javana, dynamic consciousness, same time of the mind, 7 times, at least 7 times, happen. Continuously happen. not just one. Continuously, 7 times happen. So first javana, transfer the power to the second javana. Second javana transfer the power to the third javana. So the graph like this. First javana to the middle javana is 4 and 5, 4 and 5th javana, and then go down to the 7th javana. So the power, less power is the first javana, 7th javana. Yeah.
So 4, 5 is most powerful.
Yeah. 4 and 5, 4 and 5th javana is very, very powerful at the moment. Yeah. So we already discussed about karma pachaya. Yeah. I think I will put that explanation diagram. So I will show the diagram later. Okay. So the javana thought movement by the wholesome volition, if you apply the mindfulness, if you cannot apply the mindfulness, the javana may be unwholesome action. Yeah.
Still a bit difficult to grasp the concept of this mind-door. So this mind-door works or operate independent of any other 5 doors, or has
the mind-door and 5-door is connected.
Yeah,
connected because the mind-door is not only the other thing in our body. The kind of some kind of mind.
Okay.
So mind and body is a connect.
Yeah, but why would I have another like mind-door when we have these 5 doors already?
Yeah, and then the information of the object, transfer to the mind-door.
Okay.
Yeah, but the transfer is not very, not take too long, just few seconds, automatically transfer because sanya, perception keep memory about the information object and transfer to the mind.
So how about this, like, in your mind, there's some memories.
Yeah.
Suddenly, without our control, these memories sometimes pop up in your mind.
Yeah.
Could that be some sort of like mind-door or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mind-door. But at that time, your information keep the memory in your brain or something like this. It doesn't matter wherever. But the information is without mindfulness and with mindfulness, the information of the object keep in your memory is different. Because without mindfulness, the information we perceive that information about information of the object is just only your view. Just only your view, not reality. Just only conventional thing.
Permanent. These 3 things like permanent, satisfactory. And,
Nitya, dukkha, anatta, no.
We think everything is permanent, satisfactory, and there's a self. That's the kind of way we live without the mindfulness.
Yeah. So like this, yeah. So we were later, step by step, we need to learn because very subtle. The nature of mind is very, very subtle. So we need to learn little by little, step by step. So that time I just only introduction about the nature of mind.
So are you saying like without mindfulness, we put our perception of what is good or bad, but with the mindfulness, it stopped? Is it like, so what do you mean?
Not stop. the possession, sanya always associated with every kind of mind, isn't it? Because sanya, possession, is a universal manifesta. Sabha citta sadharana, universal manifesta. Yeah. That's why the possession always associate any kind of mind. We have a lot of, Mahmoud Hadith. Keep many information because of the possession, sanya. The difference is, without mindfulness, our possession just only conventional information, not penetrated. I mean, the information object, any kind of object, various kind of object, visible object, sound, smell, taste, tangible object, and mental object. Mental object, very variety range. Yeah.
So it's, for example, like if you see the computer
Mm-hmm.
without mindfulness, you will say that, oh, it's a computer.
Mm-hmm.
But with the mindfulness, it's just a image. Is it what you mean?
Yeah. Image, and then that image, appear and disappear. So many different levels we understand. It's depend on power, mindfulness, power, wisdom. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So when the mind will receive the mind object, various kind of mind object, not only present time. When we see, only present time we see. When we hear, just only present sound, isn't it? But after hearing, maybe you many times you rethinking about that sound, coming back again and again. We don't know how many. It's depend on your the situation of your mind. Maybe that sound so attract to you, and then you thinking about that again and again. Yeah. So at the time, the sound is not present object. At the time, past. So mind-door, very powerful. Mind-door can accept not only present object, but also past object, and also future object, and also many various kind of the conventional thing. Yeah, that's why we can learn the various kind of languages: English, Burmese, Korean, Japanese.
So if the person is very mindful and very present in the moment, then they wouldn't be able to even understand the speaking, right? Because like every sound is disappearing.
That's right.
Moment.
That's
because
right.
if you're very at present, you can't. If you don't recall it, you're not able to understand.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because because of power mindfulness, just only we stay on the present moment. That's why we cannot hear and we don't understand what they said.
If it's very mindful and
Yeah.
present.
Yeah. Because we are in the reality at the moment. But the common person, they don't understand. It's not reality, it's different. The person, the person, the couple before the lady, she never practiced meditation, so she happy with everything with her husband. But after practicing meditation, she don't want to watching the TV with her husband. So her husband complained, you are different. What happened? Oh. The husband complained, what happened? You are totally different from the previous. So she cannot explain. But she don't want, because when she watch TV, automatically she focus on the present moment. So she cannot laugh, laughing. She never didn't as no more common person. Because mindfulness power is just only moment. the TV program, many things talking about, and then the movie, many things, but her mind not just only present moment. Don't know about the whole the movie. Just only present moment. She cannot react that movie or that program. But it's normal because of mindfulness, power of mindfulness, present moment. But they don't know completely. Very funny. Yeah.
I think from the Buddha and other enlightened beings have understood what other people say and just live a normal life. But so I think I don't know whether it's correct to say you don't understand. It's just like
I mean the Buddha and Arhat, they communicate as normal with the but I'm talking about is when you practice mindfulness meditation at the moment. Yeah. But normally, we accept, we need two kind of truth: conventional truth and Paramattha, ultimate truth. We need in our daily life, we need conventional truth. For example, stop sign. When you see the stop sign, you need to follow the rule. If you don't want to follow the sign, many problems happen, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the conventional truth is okay, we need to follow, but it's not enough to understand the reality.
Yeah.
Just we made agreement to do so, but in the other country, for example, in the United Kingdom, there's no stop sign like this. So only in America, that conventional truth we need to follow. But when you go to the United Kingdom, you need to follow in different way, different conventional truth, isn't it? So the nature of conventional truth always changing, according to time, according to the people, according to the nation, according to the race, many different variety. Understand? Yeah. But we need to follow one at the time and then depend on the place. We need to follow that one. But it's not enough.
I think the question is, the Buddha and the Arahant, what we know is they are mindful all the time. But if they are mindful all the time, and if they're very at the present, how can they understand that?
The problem is, they are mindful all the time, but they has already ruled out all mandatory defilement. The other person, for common person, we also mindful if we can, but we have all rules mandatory. So totally different. Mindfulness power is totally different, and understanding is totally different. Yeah. So when the Buddha here, for example, lay people come to the Buddha and ask a question. So all this Buddha mindfulness, every word, how Buddha can answer that question? No. At the time, no, Buddha, there's mindfulness, but Buddha mindful everything and what the question is.
Is it like different level of mindfulness?
That's right. Many different levels, mindfulness and wisdom, many different levels. Okay? We need to study little by little, because that this is the nature of the study. You cannot get just one everything. It's not possible. So please patient. Please be patient. Okay. So the mind, that receive all many different kind of mental object. My object is very very bright, many wide range. Even though conventional true, nibbana also. Nibbana we can accept in the mind only. If you try to see the nibbana, if you try to hear the nibbana, never ever. Because the nibbana cannot accept in the 5 sense door. Only mind do. That's why we practice mindfulness meditation in mind do. Not 5 sense door, but 5 sense door and mind do connect. Yeah, that's why we need. I will give the example. The Buddha, no, not my example. The Buddha example. I will explain later. Yeah, very interesting, very good analogy to understand. Okay, so the mind object, the sequence of event, a little different from that occurring physical things. Physical things too. I mean, 5 things too, and the mind do. Yeah. So mind-door-adverting consciousness is the same type of consciousness as a determining moment. We need to understand that. That kind of mind has 2 functions at different door. In the 5 things door, when we receive the 5 things object, that mind make the determination. But when we receive the information of various kind of object in mind door only, that mind just has function is avoiding function, just turning to what? That object. All other mind and manifestors go to that object. So here we explain the votthapana is in only things too, 5 things too. Yeah. So that arises in the sensory process, not pure mindful process. We need to understand. The sensory process means through the 5 things too. I think there's no lecture notes.
Oh,
I
no,
put
it's not there.
more information.
Oh.
So later I will give them. Yeah. Okay. So we need to go to the next step. Is I would like to explain the mind-door-adverting thought moment can connect an object previously seen, previously had, smelled, taste, or touch. That's why when we, the previous many years, 20 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, mind go back the past. So previous year, what we see, what we had, we can recall it, reflect, isn't it? With the mind, yeah. So making the memory possible. So since the mind object here is already been received and investigated, so in the previous things too already. So that information, keep in your memory. Like when you enter in the United States, you need to fingerprint all 10 fingerprint. You need to pay immigration counter. They keep. Yeah. Something happened after you enter in the United States. Something happened. They try to match or that person or not. Like this. Previous year, many the object we keep in memory, and then after that we reflect in mind only thinking. Yeah. So these function, the receiving function, investigation function, no need to perform again and again. No need. Just only at the time once keep the memory. Then they never ever again happen. But in only mind, it's possible to arise many times. It's depend on situation, maybe million, maybe 1, 2, 3 times. So the mind-door-adverting thought moment get way immediately to the javana. I mean, in the mind, so different. In 5 sense though, many thought moments, investigating, receiving, investigating, and determining, and after that, javana, dynamic thought moment, isn't it? So many stages.
Other ones.
Yeah, transfer one after another, but in mind,
Just right away.
just right way. Yeah, very fast. That's why the mind is very difficult to control. Yeah. The process too fast. No need many process. No need receiving process. No need investigating process. No need determining process as well. Just receive. Just turn to what object. That object keep in your memory, and then many dynamic consciousness happen. Yeah. So we need to understand very, very fast in mind. So there are again a great ethical significance in that. For example, the unpleasant was previously hot. Maybe somebody talking about talk to you. You keep in your memory previously hot. And suddenly come to mind. Maybe it's a dependent condition, kind of the was you already had, similar. So your mind automatically go back to that, isn't it? So at the time, the dynamic consciousness change in different way, wholesome or unwholesome. So unless a proper mindfulness, samasati, we say samasati, proper mindfulness is practiced. It's called up the dynamic consciousness rooted in hatred and unwholesome karma. It might happen. Yeah.
So are you saying like things like our reaction, our mind reaction? It is harder to stop from the mind door, but it is easier to stop like if it's come through the 5 sense because they are slower because they take more time to process.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why we try to when we practice for beginner. That's when our the famous Zero, Mahasi Zero, he kept the technique. Whenever you see, not Mahasi Zero, the Buddha. Whatever you see, you need to focus on that, and should be watched, should be noted. That object. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, whatever you smell, whatever you taste. Because at that level, it's a little bit slowed down.
Easier.
Yeah, easier to catch up.
Right.
Yeah, but not directly to the mind, very difficult. But after practice many times, we have the enough power mindfulness. It's possible to catch in mind as well. Yeah. Okay, understand? So like this, connect the object. For example, visible object, various kind of visible object, meaning a color or shape or something like this. The object impinge into your idol, like the flower, very beautiful flower here. So attract to your eye, and then you receive. So that at the same time, that mind is not purely mind. Connect the ear door and mind door connect with the four primary elements. What Patavi, Apo, Tejo, Vayo, earth element, water element, wind element, and fire element. With these elements, connect with I do and mind do. Because mind do is based on the, kind of the material, as we say Harya. Harya is not heart, not heart based, but English translation just only heart based, but not heart. Yeah.
So is that same as eye consciousness? Bhante? The mind door is at that time, is that same as eye consciousness?
No, the mind do is here. Mind do is just I already discussed last week. The light containing consciousness, bonga citta, light containing consciousness. We say mind do. Mind do is a light containing consciousness.
Where is the eye consciousness then?
Oh, eye consciousness is the just in the I do is not only I do. Here I do just very small space in the eye. Not only I. The mind do is the bonga citta. First here studying that, for example, the object studying here with the atita bonga first B start. Atita bonga means the mind do. Because of mind do always this primary level. Any other outside stimulation? No other outside stimulation?
Mind.
Mind do the light containing consciousness keep going. But outside stimulation impinge in your corresponding door. Mind do is cannot easily continue. So the first striving, the momentum of the flow of light containing consciousness, I already discussed last week. So cannot stop. Another different second stage is this is we say bhavanga chalana, a little bit vibrate, because the mind or light containing consciousness has a different object. I already told you. Different object meaning karma nimitta, and gati nimitta. Right now, the object is a visible object, impinged. So the light containing consciousness, bonga citta, confused. Which object I have to accept? Original object or right now stimulation, the visible object.
So you said the mind door, is it the process of mind or is it just one of the mind?
This just kind of the mind door meaning is light containing consciousness primary level always. You can imagine the continuously something continuously happen, and then the other one simultaneously arise, appear, and disturb that process.
So it's just the most of the time it will be the Bowen.
That's right. Many Bhavanga Chittas, substitute our minds, state of mind. That's why the Buddha create the supernatural power, and we say Yamaka Padihariya, the double supernatural power.
Wood and fire.
Yeah, fire and water. Create fire and water simultaneously. Right eye coming out water, left eye coming out the fire. The Buddha create with his supernatural power, mother power. So that between the two processes, for water is the object is a water element. For fire, the object is a fire element, different. So two different thought process he need to create like this. But between these two processes, the light containing consciousness, bhavanga citta, very few, little. That's why quickly when we see simultaneously coming out. Water and fire coming out simultaneously. We see like this.
Oh, he alternate.
Yeah, he alternate. But his mind, no chance to, start with the light content consciousness. Yeah. So the jhana power as well. Some jhana power, some person, they are very powerful. Very quickly they can do. But some other, the monk and the other lay people or whatever who attain the jhana, they create the power jhana. Some are very slow, not quickly. It's depend on the light containing consciousness, stop between the process.
So I think probably similar to her question. So here you kind of analyze this whole process from object to through mind consciousness. So previously we learned about this 5 khandha.
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
So how this process can be compared to that 5 khandha process?
Oh, 5 khandha just only I trying to explain here. The chakku vinyana. Here, just here the moment only. But I have to explain the other different thought moment as well. But if I discuss too heavy for you,
So
because many
Nice,
information
yeah.
I need to discuss.
say, the 5 khandha process is kind
Yeah,
of
every moment. Yeah, every moment. Here, 5 khandha. Huh? Here, 5 khandha. Here, 5 khandha. Oh, always we have a reality is only 5 khandha. 5 khandha means 5 aggregate. Huh? Yeah. Yeah.
So if you don't have the sanya yet, how can you have the 5 khandha at every moment?
Sanya is always all kind of mind has a sanya.
But only the reaction, the zaw.
Javana, yes. Javana and dynamic consciousness reaction is we say karma. But
if that one, if you don't get there yet, like in that process, if you don't get there yet,
here.
at every moment, how can you have a 5 khandha?
Oh, here.
We are 5
For
khandhas.
example, the chakku vinyana. Chakku vinyana is the vinyana khanda.
Right.
Yeah. And not
Right.
only chakku vinyana, eye consciousness arises.
Yeah. There's
Because if you see something, you have feeling, isn't it?
Right. But,
So the feeling is within a khanda.
Right.
So another khanda arises, and then sanya khanda, you keep the information after you see. So this is a sanya khanda. Another khanda. So 3 khanda we got.
Yeah, I understand. But what I'm saying is you can't have it at every like a VT, right? Because overall, like the whole thing happened very fast. So
Yeah.
like you can say like you have 5 khandha every time.
Not only the whole process, but also each you can apply the 5 khanda.
But if
Why
you don't-
not? Why not?
Because if you don't have a J yet, if you do not get there yet.
No, it's the J is why we separate the J is create the karma. The other process, just only normal condition. But the transferred energy to reach the dynamic consciousness. Without the previous process, how dynamic consciousness just boom, like happen? No, it's not possible.
So can you tell, for example, at B, like the Boeing Kupiseda, do you have the Vedana?
Oh, of course. But you need to understand every mind of thought movement has, the corresponding mind of fetters, but that mind of fetter association is okay, but intensity is different.
Okay.
You need to understand like this. The association is,
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Like-
so you're saying like the Vedana Kanda is always there, but
Yeah.
maybe at the time it's just kind of like upeka, like
Yeah.
the life line.
Because the B is a light content consciousness, right? Light content consciousness. Bhoinga citta is a rasada mind. So rasada mind also associate with the feeling, and the wholesome mind and wholesome mind associate with the feeling. That feeling is different. Rasada mind feeling is very quiet, silent. Just there's no feeling, like the no feeling.
Yeah.
Because of rasada mind, not active.
Rasada mind.
Rasada mind means a
We-
passive. Yeah, vipaka citta, passive mind, not active mind. Yeah. We sometimes our action is very active, sometimes passive. When you are very sleepy, whatever. But mind there's feeling. But at the time, feeling degree is low, very low, degree. Yeah. We need to understand like this. So variation, many. It's depend on.
But at the time of the B, like the Boeing Kubisida, what does the mind know? What is the so the 5 kanda?
Mm-hmm.
So Vedana, I got it. So
Mhm.
like it may just be sort of very neutral feeling at the time. So like it's
Mhm.
almost as if you don't have.
It's
feeling.
depend on.
Right.
It's
But
depend
how
on.
about the other like kanda? Are they?
Sanya kanda? Yeah.
Sanya kanda is there even at the B. the
Yeah,
Boeing
of
Kubisida?
course.
Yeah, seven.
Of course. Of course.
I thought.
But that sanya is not related with present moment.
No.
That sanya is, because you need to understand. That's why we need a lot of information to understand the mind. Mind working with many conditions, not only one. If you think in only one condition, you cannot get the right information, isn't it? So the light content consciousness, Bhoinga citta, aramana, we need to understand. Aramana is previous life. Going to die, previous life. Huh? We are going to die in the previous life. That image. The Bhoinga citta, accept that image. But if you are asleep, that object and that mind, for example, you go to bed 10 o'clock, and get up, for example, 4 o'clock in the early morning, so 6 hours continuously, only light content and consciousness with the object. In the previous life, when we're going to die, that object, but we don't know. If we know, you cannot sleep.
What do you mean by that? You cannot sleep,
If you know that information, and then you have feeling and you have sanya at the time, how
Right,
will
right.
Yeah,
Because
I mean-
then you already get into the conscious level.
yeah, that's one. There's the 5 kanda, vedana, sanya, perception, and feeling, but the degree, the intensity is too low. It's naturally it's too low. Very high, like
Lucky,
at
so we
the
can
mind,
see it.
like at the mind. I cannot. What happened? Huh? That's why mind is so subtle and so complicated. Okay, so every mind movement there's a 5 kanda, but the like one after another they transfer the energy to the successive mind. That's why at the javana very powerful. So javana, first javana to the last javana here. The Lady Sharon say like this: the power or the karma, the graph. If you make the graph like this, the middle 5 middle 5 is very powerful. The range. The first moment of javana, just only this present life, keep the result. Only in the present life. Yeah. The last javana, 7 javana, keep the result in the successive next life.
So
You know,
2
successive
to
next life.
7.
Judo. Yeah. Yeah. And between first and 7 javana, there's a 5 javana, isn't it? These 5 javana can give the result many lives. We can see how many these karma follow up. Because like this, the power is like this. Yeah.
Don't get too agitated, right?
Yeah. So
What about the last 2?
The last 2 is just registering, register into the dynamic information, thought moment. Yeah, just only in our senses world only. These 2 might happen in senses world. Senses world means a human world, deity / no Brahma. Yeah, they are different. No, the registering consciousness. Just after 7 thought moment, the dynamic moment, javana, follow the bhavanga. Yeah.
So when the object hit the idols, only the one are coming, right? The image of the object that will not ascend, will not came, right?
Yeah.
And then it is like multiple times. It has to go back and forth, and then go to the mind process, or is it only
here,
happening
here,
multiple times?
Here, recalling, naming, meaning, maybe many different mind thought process we need. Yeah, it's depend on not only 3, maybe more than. Recalling back to the previous object, and then naming that object is what name of that object, naming process, and then meaning, what meaning. At least 3 mind thought process, purely mind thought process here. But we say here, bhavanga and not the just only we just primary, moment of the mind. But actually, when we recall the previous past visible object in mind, the Manodhara mind abiding consciousness direct to that object, previous object, and then 7 javana directly. 7 javana. And after that, 2 kind of the registering, or maybe sometimes not. Yeah, it's depend on. Yeah.
Sarah, is it javana? Is it the same as sankhara khanda?
Javana is including sankhara khanda. The other mind also sankhara khanda. But in the javana, the chetana is we say karma sankhara khanda. Yeah. So that sankhara khanda is very powerful.
So you say that every process has its own sankhara khanda.
Yeah, every thought moment has their own sankhara khanda.
So what I'm saying, even like for example, Bhavin has a sankhara.
Yeah,
M has a
also,
sankhara.
Yeah.
J as a sankhara.
Yeah, first J, second J, yeah, sankhara.
Even the Bhavin has a sankhara khanda.
Yeah. But the bhavanga cannot transfer to the mind abiding consciousness, because the bhavanga is a rasada mind, vipaka citta. The mind abiding consciousness, manodhara vachana, is a functional mind, kiriya citta. So their type is totally different, cannot match. cannot transfer to that.
What transfer what?
Transfer means that information or some kind of mental power, like the sanya information. Yeah. The same type we can transfer, isn't it? A different type, no transfer. Any kind of energy or any information. Understand?
Initially, I thought my thought was Sankhara Khanda is only associated with the J.
No, it's wrong.
No,
It's not true. It's not true. Because the Sankhara Khanda is 50 kind of manifested. Altogether, manifested is 52. You already know that. But Vedana Khanda. So we don't want to call it in the Sankhara Khanda. Sanya is a separate name, Sanya Khanda. That's why Vedana and Sanya, feeling and perception, different Khanda. Not Sankhara Khanda. But the remaining 50 kind of manifestors, including Chetana, including Saddha, including mindfulness, including Loba, and wholesome side, Loba, Dosa, Moha, Sankhara Khanda. Positive side, good side, wholesome side, mindfulness, confidence, Saddha, Aloha, Arosa,
Is
all
Sankhara.
Savana Chidrika, we say Sankhara,
Oh,
Sankhara Khanda.
Okay.
Yeah. So confused, Yeah.
So they're not necessarily happening all the time.
Karma. You see karma?
The Sankhara, or is it they are happening all the time?
Yeah, because because not only feeling and sanya and sankhara, the vedana, feeling and not only feeling and perception, but also at least we have the other different manifestors. Contact, contact phasa. The phasa is a Sankhara Khanda.
So is that right?
Phasa is part of the Sankhara Khanda.
Yeah.
Also, it is Sadasika Sadharanama. So
Yeah.
it's associated with all the minds.
Yeah. The universal manifestor is a phasa, vedana, sanya, chetana, jivitendri, ekagara, manasikara. 7. These 7, just only vedana is a vedana khanda, sanya is a sanya khanda. The remaining 5, we say Sankhara Khanda. Mandal formation group.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, in English translation, Mandal formation group.
So Sankhara Khanda is not just one thing, is it?
No. Sankharas are a very wide range. Vedanas Khanda only one. Sanya Khanda only one. Sankhara Khanda wide range.
I don't know.
That's why I want to the Visakha, she want to know every thought moment. She want to know the information. But too much information, very heavy, I think. But maybe later, step by step, I will put all information and explain about this 5 khanda. So the more we understand. So it's very easy to practice mindfulness meditation. Very beneficial. When you understand it like this, yeah. Okay, so the following the mindful thought moments many times. We cannot, how many we cannot say. It's depend on it. Maybe some kind of the talking, maybe you thinking again and again many times. Yeah. How many times we cannot say it. It's depend on your mental situation. Mindfulness is maybe stop. That's what mindful. We apply mindfulness, we can stop. If we cannot apply the mindfulness, thinking, when you practice meditation, You try to focus on the primary meditation object, breathing in and out, or abundant movement of abundant, but your mind go to the other way, isn't it? But sometimes, just we know mind go the other object, so you will go back to the primary meditation object. But sometimes very difficult. Many hours, sometimes thinking a lot. At the end of the thinking, oh, I'm thinking a lot. Isn't it? Yeah. For me, when I start meditation like this, saying, because our mind same nature. Our mind very happy, various kind of object. Only one object, mind don't want to stay.
What's going on with the clock?
Oh yeah. Automatically
It's
the
like,
It's
are we in a
javana.
different zone? Wow, this Abhidhamma is pretty powerful.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
Okay, well, let's hear some more.
yeah, these connect with the satellite. So sometimes behave like this. Maybe change Eastern,
Trying to adjust.
jet, yeah.
Oh, it's connected to
Yeah.
satellite?
Yeah, satellite.
Okay.
Very
Yeah,
intelligent,
you are-
intelligent clock.
Yeah.
Too intelligent, yeah.
It was the
Those
cheetah in the clock, right?
no cheetah. There's no cheetah, but there's a sensation. Yeah, the sensation from the satellite, a set. So that's why I behave like this, but not the cheetah. Okay. So then we need to understand like that. Every do is a very compare mind-do and okay, and after that pure mind-do, okay, many times. Yeah. Just introduction.
I thought I'm understanding until last week. Now it's like, whoa.
Okay, so we'll go next one. So in the commentary, a senior monk received the instruction from the 7-year-old Arahant, Samanera, novice. Samanera Arahant, but senior monk, he focused on the learning. So never practice meditation. So he is just common. Yeah. So he need instruction from the 7-year-old Arahant. So the Arahant that give the instruction is to catch a lizard that enter an anthill with the sixth hole. There's a sixth hole in the anthill. So lizard enter into that anthill. So one could cover the 5 hole and then catch what at the 6th. You will catch the lizard. The practice meditation like this. That's why we close our eye when we practice meditation. Close our eye, but we cannot close our ear. So sometimes we hear, but the close meaning is that we watching when we hear, just moment, every moment, not analysis. Yeah, what the song is, who speaks, what the meaning. No, just only the words, what we hear. Every word we try to hear, yeah, with the mindfulness. But the first time very difficult, I know. But later it's very easy. Yeah, that's one. That's one should close the 5 things. 5 things not really close, but just we close our eye, and then the other door we put the mindfulness. Yeah.
On the ear, we put the mindfulness on the
When we
ear
hear,
consciousness, or the ear.
when we hear, so mindfulness or hearing. When we smell, smiling, like this. Oh, this is very, the smell, all this lovely smell, no, like this, not making analysis, like this.
Not encouraging.
Yeah, not encourage. Just only stay on the present moment when we smell. It's just smelling. Huh?
So let's see. But if you're watching the mind, but you're having ear consciousness, or if you're paying attention to your ear, then is that are you paying attention to the mind still?
Yeah. So first time when you hear, you watching the hearing, but for beginner, it's a very difficult because automatically transfer to the purely mindful, and then what already you had, and then thinking automatically come.
Like the sankharas are agitated or whatever, and then so we in the mind, because that's the object, is the actual process of hearing, not the items that are causing the vibrations. Or the
in the mind, many time not happen in the mind. So the mindfulness project trying to stop just in the teeth door, in the ear door, not to the mind.
So if we're in a very quiet place, then and there's no sound, then we would pay attention maybe to another, and our eyes are closed, and we pay attention to one of the other sense doors.
That's right. Okay. So mostly the body door, pain, a lot of pain coming and going, coming and going, And then mostly disturbing is in mind, thinking. You know that.
Yeah.
Thinking.
So when the thinking, then we notice there's thinking. And we try not to get engaged or comment on so.
Just only thinking appear, just only watch. So the power of mindfulness become powerful. You can easily stop. But beginner is not easy. Maybe sometimes easy, sometimes difficult.
Yeah. So like I notice. Let's see. When I notice the thinking, and I make a note of it, then it seems like it helps to let go of the thinking, and I have somehow when I look at it, and then my mindfulness seems like I can be much better concentration after that, so, and pay attention to the other senses.
Whatever come to you, not only thinking about the other thing, whatever come to you, just watching and stop, and then come back to your primary object. You need to practice like this.
I guess, say if I have a kind of a complicated thought, or some you can have a thought like, oh, I want to eat. But you can also, but then the thoughts that are easy to get sucked into are the more complicated ones, like say, oh, I'm angry at this person. But then if I notice anger, then that often helps to increase the concentration and to let that go.
That's right.
So the sixth hole that this saying is talking about, is it the mind door? The sixth hole.
The sixth one is the sixth. Six was six. The sixth was. Six is mind door. Five is six. Five is a sixth hole. The six is mind door.
So what was this? Arahant is saying is watch at the mind door.
Right? The mind door meaning is the mostly our thought influence our life, part of our life. Isn't it? You sitting here, but you listening to the Dhamma talk, but thinking after something here, I give the information. You thinking money, isn't it? Yeah, that's why mind door. But connect the think store and mind door. The connect after hearing. Who how to transfer the information to the mind door. That's why we need to practice when we hear, when we taste, when we smell, when we touch. Yeah, the other thing also.
I was just trying to understand what you're saying. So is it like, because all the information from the hearing, from the five senses will transfer to the mind door anyway?
Yeah.
So just watch at the mind door. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
This is more apparent when you go into deep jhanas. You cannot just watch. You can, I think he's referring to going into jhana. Then you can watch the mind.
Yeah. Okay, so we go to the next one. The mind is the most difficult things to cut. Because the mind loves to attach itself to the things, many various things, various kind of the object. So you can imagine that I ask you to hold up the cup for a long time. Hold up the cup. Initially, it's no problem, isn't it? But later, for a while, for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever, the cup start to be heavy, isn't it? So if you are able to put the cup down for a short time, so muscle in your hand will be refreshed like this. So you could easily pick up again and again. Like this, the cup represents a thought that the oppose the mind. Oppose meaning is make the complication, make the purification. Thought made many problems in our life. Our thought. So the thought that obeys the mind, increase the negative thing or like this. So even for a shorter time, the mind will be refreshed with the mindfulness. So we can get the benefit, not very higher level, but just mindfulness practice regularly, we can get the result at the present moment. So you can use in your daily life mindfulness power.
So like when you're thinking about something for a long time, it gets heavier.
Yeah.
So you got to let go and refresh it.
Yeah, that's right. We'll focus on that and then stop with the mindfulness. Yeah. Focus on the present moment, not that one. So like a cup put on the table, muscle relax, Yeah, it's a very good example to understand. If you're thinking too much, the thought opposes your mind. More complicated. And then, the thing is very important to understand. The more influence of that thought, the more your mind powerless.
How about wholesome thought, though? How about wholesome thought? Like, let's say someone try to donate or someone try to prepare meals for monks, but shouldn't they thought about more and more? So then it's more.
Yeah. So our mind, for common person, there's two stages only happen. Wholesome mind thought or unwholesome mind thought. Which one you will accept? But because my question is, at one time, we accept. So which one we need to accept?
We should accept.
If we don't accept the wholesome, unwholesome automatically happen. That's why we need wholesome need to substitute to prevent unwholesome thought.
So if it's a wholesome thought, it's good that you're thinking again and again.
Yeah.
Yes, that's a samatha, right? Samatha meditation.
Yeah. That's why one kind of samatha meditations, chaga-nusati. In Buddha, chaga-nusati. Chaga means the generosity. So whatever generosity if you have done in the previous time, you need to think about again and again. So that kind of power you can get again. Yeah. So many various kind of, the meditation practice. Buddha said, Buddha no sati, Dhamma no sati, Sangha no sati, Devata no sati, and Chaga no sati, Metta no sati, Marana no sati. Yeah, many. Bodhika. Yeah, we can practice. Okay, so the Buddha had the gradual 7-step path to train monk. With each step building on the previous step. First step is a morality, very important. The second step is like guarding the things. Guarding the things is whatever you see, you hear. Yeah, we need guard. Guard means a guard with the mindfulness. Yeah, without guarding, mind becomes wide more and more. Yeah, they're like a baby. If you let go of the baby, everything baby take and then spread everywhere, everything on the floor, isn't it? Like mind like this. So the Buddha says second step, and you need to guard the things. So the third step is moderation with food. Important.
Can we skip that one?
The interesting thing is nowadays, medical knowledge, they accept it. Fasting, one kind of the technique to cure some kind of disease. Fasting. Fasting, not the moderation with the food. But the Buddha's long time ago, 2,600 years ago, just we need to eat only before noon. So afternoon to noon, we don't have. Kind of the fasting is good for our body and mind to practice a mindfulness meditation. You can imagine.
What's that? You can what?
But we may collapse.
Yeah.
But the human, the lay people life is difficult because they use a lot of energy, in their daily life, So that's why the Buddha not every day, but like like Sunday, once a week. You should try once a week.
Yeah, I tried last week. And
Good.
It was really good.
Yeah. So the food, the moderation of food is very good. Performance. And then the fourth one is the mindfulness of wake. Like a kind of mindfulness, but wakefulness meaning is jagriya in Pali. Jagriya. Jagriya means all alert. Not sleepy. Yeah, the sleepy is a very disturbing in the progress from spirituality. So the wakefulness always alert. Yeah, that's why I put the remaining day table for all of us, including me. Sometimes I'm very lazy to practice meditation. I look at the table. Oh, I don't have too many days, so I need to try. If you don't have that enough time, so you need to try right now, not sleep. Encourage myself. That's why I put on the table in English, in Burmese.
You cannot turn anyway. You turn here, turn there. Over there, it's good.
Okay, so the fifth one is a very important mindfulness of the all kind of activity, focus, and the mindful. every action. So you will be always safe side because guiding by these. Yeah. So the sixth, and then the sixth one is the removing of the hindrances. So the 5 step, if you have enough power of mind, you can easily remove the hindrances. Nivarana. Nivarana. 5 kind of nivarana we have.
How do you spell nirvana? No.
Nivarana. Ni.
Hindrances.
Yeah, hindrances.
Yeah, no.
Ni. Ra. Na. So Nivarana, I will explain maybe later. Today describe the Nivarana. Maybe we don't have. There's a 5 kind. Just only name is the lobha, attachment or clinging. Yeah, clinging, and then like we look like the who have the many debt to repay the bank. Like the person like look like, and then the dosa, anger, vyabhara nivarana. Yeah, bhavana nivarana is the Buddha say like disease, very easily to spread to the other. That kind of disease, kind of the
Contagious.
yeah, contagious. Yeah. Contagious disease. So that's why we need to watch our hand always because we are very conscious about that. Yeah, and then the anger is easily spread to. If you accept the anger, you can spread to your family member as well easily, very easy. Yeah. And then. Tinamida, Nivarana, sleepy. Slop and torpor, Tinamida. Slop and torpor is just like
opposite of this 4th.
Yeah, house arrest person. House arrest person. House arrest person can do anything whatever he like. Yeah. So the sleepy, we cannot do the other things, good things. Yeah. And Odicca, Kokucha, restlessness. And Odicca is a restlessness, wandering a lot.
Oh, restlessness.
Yeah, restlessness. And Odicca, Kokucha is remorse. Remorse or regret means you already done that evil thing, so maybe you regret later. And then the other thing is you have to do something but you didn't, so maybe later you will regret. So this is another kind. And the last one is the Vicikiccha, doubt. Yeah. Doubt is a kind of you don't know the right way. So if you at the junction, you need to follow that way, or you need to follow this way. If you don't know, you cannot tell which way, like the doubting like this. So these hindrances are very, disturb our mental progress. That's why we need to remove. Yeah. And the 7 steps attainment or the jhana or mega or something like this. Yeah. So these 7 steps we need to follow. This is our roadmap from the Buddha.
Is it how the Buddhas train new monks? They have to like before when they meditate.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so we go next one. Another was that guarding the sense is a very business training for monk and for anybody. Looking to develop themselves spiritually. So the Buddha, one, on seeing a form or a visible object with the eye, he does not grab a sign and feature. Sign and feature is many different information. They are, distinct quality of object that can trigger your latent defilement in your mind. Yeah, many things. For example, when you see the very beautiful flower, so if you grab it, touch it, so maybe in your mind thinking again and again and trying to get it, and then trying to use it, maybe as a possible way, any kind of possible way. Maybe you would take in the properly, or maybe you take it improperly, isn't it? So the very strongly clinging to that object, your mind focus only on the feature, the beautiful shape, color, many differentiation you made it in your thought of mind. That's why many times you thinking about that one sign and feature, strongly attached to that.
Unwholesome javanas.
Yeah, unwholesome javana.
When we think it's permanent.
Yeah, just only the seem, meaning it's just only the present moment, what we see. So at the time, no catching the feature, shape, beautiful shape and beautiful color. So sign and feature is a very important. So if we don't grab it that these things, we are free from the whole unwholesome. Yeah. So the things, if we left the eye faculty unguarded, we see even evil and wholesome stage might invade him. Yeah. So that's why we need to try to practice the meditation, whatever we see, whatever we hear, with the mindfulness, to guard our things. Yeah. So mindfulness is a very, and that guard person, security person for us. If you want the highest security in at home, you need to hire the security person. But for our things, we need only mindfulness to guard our mind. Okay, so the goal of this spiritual development is to purify the mind. That's our aim. Because mind is neutral, mind neither pure nor impure. But naturally, mind cannot arise alone, only with the manifest. So which kind of manifest associated with the mind is depend on, we say our mind sometimes wholesome, sometimes unwholesome. So the mental impurity we have, that meaning is we have mental impurity. So we need to remove these mental impurity from our mind. So mental impurity is a kind of the unwholesome mental fetters. Yeah. Only 14 kind of unwholesome mental fetters we need to remove. But to remove 14, we need to apply 25. Yeah, more than 25. Not easy. That meaning is not easy. Just only 14 to remove, we need to apply 25 kind of manifest.
25 what?
25 the beautiful manifest, like confidence, like mindfulness, wisdom.
Oh.
Yeah, you will be understand later. I will explain little by little.
One thing, I mean, it's not easier if we do, when we see something, if we try to practice eye touching the object. Like, let's say I see the flower. So if I can develop a mindfulness to see, when I see the flower, I only notice, okay, this is as a result of eye touching the flower and becoming eye conscious arise.
Yeah. And
there's no me or mind. That, just have that kind of, that kind of practice. Is that good? It's reduced all these lot of process we have to do. If we do it, like, for example, when I eat, I try to see, okay, the tongue doesn't know the food, but the mind consciousness arise, and whatever conversation come up, and keep noticing that.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's a good one to do.
Oh yeah, of course.
That's break a lot of things to do.
Yeah.
Because it's really hard to not to appreciate something that you like. But if I go to the core of it like this, okay, the consciousness arose because of the object and the sense don't touch. And I look at that, and that seems easier for me.
The whole process is a very fast, very fast, arises. So that's why if you put like this, it's enough. Yeah. That's why the Buddha just saying the practice meditation, seeing, just seeing. It's okay. No need to like this. But if you want to understand in detail, you need to learn Abhidhamma. Yeah, but the practice, no need too much information. So if you apply the mindfulness, moment by moment, it's enough.
And see how it came about.
Yeah.
Because if I think it's seeing, I cannot get the information to live my life. But if I see it like, okay, this is how it happened, then you can do both. You can deal with life like we talked about earlier. We need the infinite. We know I know what I'm eating. And then at the same time I do, otherwise, eating is like kind of can be boring.
Yeah, eating means not just eating. So when you eat something, so the taste, various kind of taste in there. So when you awareness, maybe sometimes very spicy, sometimes sour, sometimes very salty. So right on that moment, you need to focus on that. Yeah, chewing, and then various kind of tasting, and then many
different ways to address it. So what I said was fine too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. So purifying the mind involves the cutting the senses, so that impurity doesn't get a chance to arise. Yeah. So that's why the Buddha trying to teach like this. So when the sense objects are recognized, accept, and then depersonate. Depersonate means just only phenomena. When you see, when you hear, just only phenomena. Many phenomena, but we need to know just one moment. When you practice meditation like this, just moment, you Just you accept the phenomenon. What happened? So that means it's a deep personal life. No person, just phenomenon happening. Yeah. So seeing as they truly are, what are they? What they act. Yeah. So there are no conditions to support the rise in impurity. At that time, our mind began purified. The process like this, not too difficult, not too easy.
You have to practice it.
Yeah, the practice is very important. Everything, not only meditation, practice everything we need. Because when we born, we have no ability to do. Just only we do things. Crying.
Breathe.
Yeah. The other thing we do, we cannot. So practice again and again. We have the ability, special ability. Different person, different ability. Isn't it? This is so natural. Yeah. So that's why the Buddha teaching is very natural. Very, very natural. Okay. So the Buddha explained the reason lay people fight with the other lay people is attached to the same pleasure. With the other country, one country to the other country, one family to the other family, and then addiction to the same pleasure, obsession with the same pleasure. That's great, enemy for us. So in other words, we can say inability. There's no ability to guard the senses. It's the root of the cause of conflict in our society, in our family. Yeah. From the, martial struggle to the war between the country. Yeah, so nowadays many things. So in the same sutta, the Buddha explained the reason one ascetic fight with the other ascetic is attachment to view. They try to prove their view is correct. And that's why they fight each other. So funny. They search in the truth, even though they search in the truth, but they try to prove their view. Oh, then this is correct. Your view is not correct. Like this, they fight each other. So funny. Yeah. So the addition to the view and obsession with the view is also the problem. That's why, if you want to search the truth, you need to open your mind. Open mind, very, very important. The truth is only one. If you understand the truth, we have no more conflict because we have same understanding. Same understanding, no. We have no conflict.
Well, it seems like also lay people can have attachment to views and addiction to views, and so like one person says communism is better, one says capitalism is better. So then how do people reduce their attachment to these views?
Oh, that's why I told you trying to see the truth. Trying to see the truth.
Truth is only one.
Truth is only one.
So if I win the argument, I show them the truth, and then they. No.
Yeah,
but
because you.
But we can only do it for ourselves. We can't.
And then
make someone else see the truth.
And then the important thing is the truth is not far away. The truth is here. The truth is inside. Everybody individually, not far away. If you look at yourself and then you see the truth inside. The Buddha said, not outside. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great. It's very, very reasonable teaching. Yeah. If we understand mind, nature of mind and body, same. Your mind and body nature, same. So if I understand myself, I easily understand to you or what you feel. Isn't it? Yeah. That's why the Buddha said, trying to search inside. Trying that the truth is in the only inside.
Well, interesting example to me of the fights between ascetics is when the monks argued over doctrine, and they split up, and they and they formed different schools of and it's like, so I would think that I would hope that these wise monks could let go of their attachment to the views if that's what their problem is.
Yeah.
Maybe it's...
That's right. Even though the Buddha time, in the restroom, the one monk putting the water cup, the Buddha time in Indian custom is after you are to clean with the water. So if after cleaning process, you need to upside down the cup, no with the water. It's a rule. But the other monk, use and then put no upside down, put the cup with the water. So they complete each other. You are right, you wrong, you wrong. So first only 2 months, but after that 2 groups. You can imagine. But Buddha trying to sort it out that problem, they didn't accept it. Bigger and bigger group, they don't want to accept the Buddha advice. So the Buddha go to the forest. Sometimes easy, sometimes very difficult, even though the Buddha cannot sort it out. But the Buddha knew their problems solved by themselves. That's why the Buddha went to the forest. Yeah, because the Buddha take the time to understand the truth. Because the truth is one, the Buddha already know it, isn't it? So when they understand the truth, they will be united. Okay.
But thing is, in like a modern world, there are a lot of things that people argue with, about, and also it will be quite difficult to say there will be only single answer or choose those situations, because it all depends where you're sitting, where you are located. I mean, side or things like that. I mean, political system, all that. So I don't know how apply that kind of principle to this kind of
Yeah, that's why in the Buddha is, if you want to sort it out any kind of problem, you need to search inside only. Every problem, social problem, or the economical problem, or the other different system problem, or whatever, the soul is from you.
Yeah, but problem is we cannot teach them all like the Buddhist teaching, right? I mean, some who learned about Buddha's teaching may be able to practice this kind of approach, but the rest of people probably they still stick to their own.
Oh yeah,
idea. So.
It's a very, very difficult. That's why in the Buddha saying wrong view is deep root. Long time, there's the wrong view, deep root. Even though thousand Buddha cannot root out. Very difficult, the Buddha said. Okay, so we need to understand like this. This is a very short way to explain what happened in our and the society, various kind of the things, objects, not things object. These 5 are things object: visible objects, sound, smell, taste, tangible object, various kind of mental object. These are outside stimulation, input to the mind, to our mind. Yeah, and then the accumulation, positive, negative support to the mind is depend on that. The 3 kind of action happen: wholesome or not wholesome.
I'm sorry, what is accumulations?
Yeah, we need to explain that
Is that
one.
Like
Positive and
sankharas or
negative.
something?
Sankhara, yeah. Sankhara is influence on that accumulation. Yeah. I think we need to take the time to explain that one. Yeah, various kind of accumulation. Support to the mental situation, so that mind makes different way, two different way. Yeah. Mind react with these 3 kind of action, depend on the accumulation, positive or negative. Yeah. So this is a very simple our life. So we react like this, and we create a new karma, and we get a new life, and then they're trying to accumulate the new karma. So that's why cycle of life, reborn again and again. Yeah.
Going back to the previous, you say like, everything conflict is started within yourself. I was thinking it this way, because your example, like the 2 monks group, they fight each other. Basically, it's because of their ego, right? I mean, basically, I'm right and I'm, So basically, the beginning of the roots of the problem is their ego, and that is the wrong view. That's probably what the Buddha's.
Because
the problems, the conflict start with you first. It is that.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's why the Buddha's trying to see yourself. The truth is here. Yeah. If you see the other, so like this, like this. Both sides, your view, my view. Color. But I didn't. The only one side. No, no problem. So the answer is ego. Personality view. Sakaya deity, we say. First, we need to root out that kind of wrong view. Sakaya deity, personality view, ego. I'm right. Okay, so the next step, we need to, the input to the mind are the 6 kind of object arising and arriving through the 6 sense door. So the output of mind are bodily action, speech, and thought. So that activity of the mind influenced by accumulation. Accumulation means and through the natural diseases supported condition, that means it's a mental formation. So thought is a mental phenomena, and so feedback loop can create cause in the mind to spring out of control in the certain circumstances. We thinking again and again like this, with only our view, not with the reality, with only what I view. The problem is studying like this. So that's why we need to see the reality. Okay, so like this. Another diagram I want to explain in different way. In different ways, the decision. We discuss the process of mind. The decision state is very important by the determining consciousness, votthapana, to create the, to arise various kind of the wholesome dynamic consciousness or unwholesome dynamic consciousness or functional dynamic consciousness. Yeah. So it depending on the input or trigger to your mind with the mental formation. So the demonic consciousness made in various kind of way, like, dislike, or ignore, or false. False means the functional. The functional, just functional means there is no force.
That is the mindful path, right?
Yeah.
But most of the time we will go this way.
Yeah.
And then when we are mindful, we go that way.
Yeah. Oppositely. Yeah, it's depend on how you import the trigger in your mind. Mindfulness or the other view, ego view or wrong view or something like this. It's depend on that, that way or that way. Our mind change. So decision direct the flow of mind. The decision, votthapana, that direct the flow of our mind from the input trigger to one of the output, like dislike or ignores or false. Yeah. So the mindfulness to the false condition, false output we get. Okay, so I think we will stop here. So if there's any question, you can ask a question and we have to discuss about what we discussed in the lecture. Okay, so before stopping the lecture, with our Buddha teaching, longer and longer in the universe. So saying Buddha Sasana, Chidandidadu in 3 times, please. Buddha Sasanan Chidandidadu, Buddha Sasanan Chidandidadu, Buddha Sasanan Chidandidadu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much for your watching. Thank you.